Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case. Welcome to Orting Municipal Court. Please stand by and you will automatically be connected to a courtroom when the court is ready to hear your case.
Morning, Devin. Can you hear me?
Ken,
Hi, how are you doing?
I am doing good. How are you?
Well, we're all awake now. I guess it's we got Kim and I here, so we're just gonna wait. We're gonna check with the score, make sure they have it, and hopefully get going quickly.
Okay.
Didn't see Matt or Aaron on there. They got it too, the new stuff. They got no emails from Matt, no emails from Aaron. More surprised, I guess, not by them, but by Aaron and Matt. Hi, Aaron. You hear me? Can't hear you yet.
There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so Matt just called in because he doesn't have the number, so he's coming in, and Score is working on getting this through. So hopefully we
Okay.
get this arranged in the next couple of minutes here. She was asking if you got, Kim asked if you got her email.
Yeah.
Okay. Morning, Matt.
Morning. Yeah, I didn't get that code number until just a minute ago. Thank you. Sorry
All right.
about that.
Score is trying to check in right now, so as soon as they get here, we'll get this on.
Okay.
I have the. Have you had the chance to talk to any of these, Mr. Murray or any of these, Matt?
No, not at all. Not at all. No.
Have you seen Mr. Wall's recommendations on
From yesterday? Yeah.
Murray?
Murray, no. What's the reg?
It indicates that defendant owes 6 months in jail from 2018.
Oh, yeah. I had no. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I did. I'm.
And he
didn't mean to
also,
interrupt.
he,
Yeah.
he also
No
has
objection.
he also has a subsequent felony conviction. And then
I did see that. I did see
on
that.
Ham
Yeah.
on Eldridge, I just don't think he's been showing up.
Camera, you mean?
On Hamrick, right? Eldred Hamrick.
He owes us a chemical dependency eval. He's got 2 pending.
2 charges.
I'm not.
Got an obstructing, resisting, and a PSP. Trespass.
And then we have, of course, Mr. Lane here. We just saw him on February. I set him for 216. He failed to show.
Do we know what's going on with DOSA on the lane issue? That's the arraignment, but going off your notes there. But
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was a prison-based DOSA that he did the prison part, but I think he's still on the community part, which doesn't seem to be going well.
if there's an emergency response and he's ODing, I don't suspect he's going to get a couple of jury box days from the judge. I think it's going to be a little bit more affirmative sanction than that.
This one's still in pretrial status, right?
When were you talking about? Lane? That's an
Lane.
arraignment. He's an
Still arraignment.
arraignment, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Lane's an arraignment. Hamrick's a pretrial and a review.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to do as far as? I don't think you wrote anything on his pretrial. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Still
What
working.
do you want to do? What do you want to do with Mark Lane? I mean, while we're talking about it, are you gonna let him get PR'd and just stay in cut? I mean, he may be gone for a long time. Do you really want to put a hold on him, or what do you want to do?
I will resend you my offer. But yeah, I want to hold him because at some point he may be going away for a long time. But at this point it's really speculation.
So when do you typically know on those when he'll go away? Because
60 days. Yeah. Okay.
it'll be about 60 days before you know.
No.
No. I'm reading Aaron's notation here, and I actually did see this. Yeah. Okay.
So he would need to go back to court on his felony, they need to have a hearing and then see what happens. So, and I'm not, and I know he was on a DOSA. I don't know what the status is at all.
If I were in his shoes, I would not want to plead at arraignment with a pending DOSA until I got with my public defender over at DAC. So I guess at this point, we're going to assign bail and conditions. See what happens over there. I'd be loath to advise him to try to clean this up before he knows what's going to happen to his DOSA. Not trying to be obtuse here. I'm just.
I'm not sure what that means, but
That means you want to plead not guilty, set bail, and set it over.
no, I was speaking of the word obtuse.
Oh.
To obfuscation.
Right, they say they're still
I actually
working
saw that on a bumper sticker somewhere. I think it was Marilyn Page's car.
Yeah, oh, God.
At least half of you knew what I was got the subtext of the joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the biggest fan of Marilyn.
You know, I worked for her many years ago. I left a job at the AG's office to take a job with her because in the 90s, the rip-roaring 90s, the private sector was the sky's the limit. It was one of two really bad career moves I've made in my life.
The other public defense work at Auburn?
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
I tell them if it's not working, we can just do phone. They've done that before.
Did you say that they're at SCORE?
What's that?
Are they at SCORE, did you say?
Yes. And by the way, this is the time they specifically wanted us to do it.
Yeah. Normally, when I do SCORE with Tequila, our time that we are reserved is 9:15, and we're usually on by 10:30, 11.
Oh, that's we asked them very specifically.
He's showing connected.
All right, he's showing connected. Are you? Maybe Devin has him in the waiting room. Do you see SCORE, Devin?
So, Mark.
I do not.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Lane does have a no bail DOC hold at SCORE. Pre-DOC hearing.
Do you know what the day is on that?
No, but SCORE will tell you who's holding them. So it shows the DOC has a pre-hearing no bail hold.
Yeah, I think we'll just set bail and see what happens there.
Yeah, if you can talk to.
He's got to talk to
an attorney on that, a felony attorney on that, or.
I'm sure. Well, if he got into a DOSA, he had one at one point. They'll reassign him one if for some reason he no longer has one.
Considering he's looking at 27 months.
Apparently might be using another number because they say they're showing connected. Wait, is that?
Oh, are they on SCORE? Do we need to be on Zoom? Are they on Blue Jeans?
Yes, we've had them. We've done this once before.
Okay.
Let me make sure with Kim that's correct because that might be a problem. But if they're showing connected, I doubt they'd have this. They're connected to a Zoom meeting right now. They might have used the old one as the problem because I think yesterday we were thinking we could just continue this one over and use the same number. And they are attached to Blue Jeans, not Zoom, right? Because did they actually get on Blue Jeans last time or were they with the phone?
No, they got on Blue Jeans.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, I thought I recall something like that, but it's been more than a day, so I have no idea. Want to send this? Just your regular or catch-all order. Mhm. I'm sure he would let them in if they were, so I don't. Technology, once again, is great until it's not.
Okay.
They're solid. Yeah, so they're saying they're connected, but we don't see. So, if I tell them, give them the dial-up number. Yeah. Because he's saying, we are showing connected on our end, do you see us? And I said, no. I've given that to them like twice this morning after sending them the instructions for yesterday. So maybe I'll give them a call. Thanks, Devin. Oh, not crazy? Let me call the officer directly.
You have his number? According to they're in our room, but I don't see them.
Are they in the lobby?
This is Kim from Orting. I know they're trying to connect to do the in custody hearings this morning, and I just want to make sure that they have the right ID code. Okay.
Looks like we have score. Good morning.
Your Honor.
How are you doing today?
Good. I apologize for our lateness. We're trying to use this Blue Jean connection, and it's been quite difficult.
Well, we got you now. I can see you.
Okay, who would you guys like to start with this morning?
Who's the most available? We'll take them.
We have everybody, so I'll bring in Mr. Murray first.
All right, we'll take Mr. Murray first.
Thank you.
All right, and Matt, are you there? There you are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to start with Mr. Lane. Apparently, the other two were not brought down by my coworker.
All right. Well, good morning, Mr. Lane. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
All
okay.
right. All right, this is the City of Orting versus Mark Lane, 203-250-154. Mr. Walls, I'll let you start off.
This is an arraignment. The city's provided complaint and to the public defender as direct appointment.
Right. I'm going to direct appoint the public defender. I'm going to go through your rights with you, Mr. Lane. You're charged with criminal offense that carries a possible jail sentence. You should understand you have the following rights. You're presumed innocent of any charge unless that charge is proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a speedy trial. If you're held in jail before trial, you must be brought to trial within 60 days of your commencement date. If you're released from jail, you must be brought to trial within 90 days of your commencement date. You have a constitutional right to a jury trial unless you specifically give up that right by signing a jury trial waiver. You have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses who testify against you. You have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You may have the court subpoena those witnesses to appear and testify at no prior expense to you. You have the right to testify on your own behalf. You also have the right to remain silent and not give any testimony or present any evidence in your defense. Your silence cannot be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney of your own choosing at arraignment and at all proceedings. If after your screening you determine you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. You, in fact, have been now appointed the public defender. If you feel you cannot have a fair trial because of the bias or prejudice of a particular judge, you have the right to ask for a different judge within 10 days of assignment to that judge. You're entitled to only one change of judge. You have the right of appeal from any judgment of guilty entered by this court. To begin the appeal, you must file a written notice of appeal in this court within 30 days of the judgment. If you plead guilty, you give up or waive all of your rights listed above except for the right to be represented by an attorney. If you're not a citizen of the United States, a plea of guilty to an offense punishable as a crime of state law may be grounds for deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or denial of naturalization pursuant to the laws of the United States. Mr. Lane, do you have any questions regarding your rights?
Yeah, what's the charge?
You're being charged by the City of Orting with the crime of violation of no contact order alleged to have occurred on or about 11/20/2020, and that order is allegedly protecting Rory L. Lane.
Okay.
All right, so did you understand the rights as I explained them?
Yes.
All right. And are there any that you'd particularly like to go over at all?
No.
Mr. Walls?
At this point, the city's asking for bail in an amount of $5,000 due to prior history of domestic violence and failure to appear. He currently has a no bail DOC hold. It looks like he's on a DOSA with the potential sanction of over 2 years. So I think bail is appropriate at this point.
Objection.
Right. Ms. Sett, on this charge, you can be released from custody upon posting $5,000 cash or bond. And what's the date that we should set this for, Mr. Rusnick? Is 2 weeks fine?
I'm not sure if Mr. Lane's going to get a disposition that quickly in Superior Court. I'm going to ask for 30 days on it.
Yeah, and but right now, since he's in custody, we're only on a 60-day.
I would ask 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right.
That's
What is
fine.
the 2 week? All right. I'm going to set this for 3/2/21 at 10 a.m. And we'll probably be on the same program here. have no law violations and comply with all NCOs and domestic violence protection orders. Any questions, sir?
No.
Thank you. That concludes this hearing.
Is that it, or I talk to the attorney, or no?
He's going to be in contact with you.
We're going to have a conversation later. I haven't got a police report. I'd like you to get in touch with your DAC attorney so we know what's going on with that case before we start making affirmative decisions here.
With my DAC attorney?
Your public defender in your felony case, in your DOSA case.
Oh, wait, oh, there, okay.
Okay? Yeah, because unfortunately, anything we do here is going to have an effect on what's happening there. So I need to know more about that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I always thought this was like some harassment charge or something, because Superior Court dismissed the charges, and then, I don't know, these guys.
Okay,
Okay,
at this point, we're not going to talk about that on the record. Okay?
yeah, all right,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you, Mr. Lane. Have a good day.
All right, you too, I'm done?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
All of our long-term commitments will be in Sunnyside.
Last name? Murray. Okay, Your Honor, this is Mr. Murray.
Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
And you're Stephen Murray?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, Mr. Walls, I believe this post-conviction will let you go ahead and make your recommendation.
Mr. Murray was sentenced to 180 days in jail for a driving suspended first-degree conviction. He was allowed to do that on EHM and was released. He never signed up for EHM. He's had a subsequent felony conviction in violation of the terms of his release. He's asking to revoke 10 days for failing to comply with the court's orders. He does have credit for, I believe, 15, and that would leave 175 days left to serve. And I'd ask to order him to serve that at this point and then close the case.
Is that 15 as of he had served 15 as of yesterday, or is that today?
That was as of, yeah, it should be 16 total.
All right, so he has about 174 days remaining.
That's right. That's
Is there
right.
any way,
Go ahead,
is
Mr.
there any
Murray.
way, is there any way I get some credit for the last time I was in here? I served like 15 days, before I went and went to your court. You think I could get like, credit for them the last time I was here, possibly?
The 16
Yeah, I
days
do
I
have-
calculated included all the credit.
I mean, because I was here last time too for like 15 or 16 days.
I don't think that's correct.
In this case,
I'm not sure, I know I was in here and then I was here for a while before I went and seen your guys' court. I was just thinking maybe I could get some credit for them days. And I do have a good job now, and I was trying to get it down as possible, as low as I could.
don't show that there's any other credit. But unfortunately, you did not sign up for the EHM as required. And then there is this subsequent felony conviction. I am going to revoke the additional 10 days. I'll give you credit for 16 days, serve the remaining 174 days in custody.
Will I do that here?
No, you'll probably be doing it at Sunnyside. All right, so we'll we'll send that order over today.
Okay, thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck, Mr.
Am I-
Murray.
Am I
You're
free to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
174. Just for morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I'd need actually a little bit of time with Mr. Hamrick in a breakout room.
All right, Devin, can you do that?
Quickly.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. So
How you doing,
we'll probably need the officer to send you over to the room.
Okay.
And so if he can, if the officer, if you're in control of the computer, can you send him to the breakout room when it pops up?
There's nobody in control. Hold on one second.
Mr. Hamrick, it's not literally another room. Oh, okay. You'll find that out.
They went to another room. There you go. Apparently it worked. They are doing better than Tukwila. Well, it takes about an hour and a half.
Oh,
After digesting it, anything we could do better than we did yesterday?
Nothing I can think of.
Yeah. We are working on a better way to do the recordings, obviously. And so we're trying to get smoother than that. The only thing that I made Kim run too much, apparently. She didn't like all the cleaning.
No, I might have Kiara sit in there and do
That's
that.
there we go. We can use our extra.
We'll use our clerk.
We'll use our clerk
we
to do
get
the clean.
You were concerned about the breakout room though, right, Aaron? A little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I can see that it worked okay yesterday, but I could see that would be an area that could cause problems.
What do you see, just out of curiosity?
I mean, just because in terms of keeping the court flow, I mean, I think we had enough time to take a break, and that actually helped. Because if we're on break, it's easier for me just to talk to the people in the courtroom, talk to the people online, just without having to go in a breakout room.
Right, and we will accommodate that.
Yeah.
Don't ever be shy to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, because if you need a break to do that, we need to make sure it goes as smooth as possible for everyone. But yeah, you have a lot more responsibility right there, so don't be shy to ask about that. We'll just set that aside. Yeah, so like I said, that's good. We know we'll set aside that. What else? Anything else that you could think of that would be beneficial? Trying to think of a better way for people to show us forms. I wish they had sent them in advance. You know, like the title was really tough to. And then, of course, I kept talking, and then it came back to me. I don't know how we could freeze the screen.
I think I was fiddling with it. I think there's a way you can, like, click on their picture and, like, make it so that they're highlighted. Pin participant.
Huh. What are you looking under settings, or is that under?
You should be able just to click their image and then pin participant, and it should make their image front and center for you.
Oh, so you make it sound so easy.
I'm not sure that works because there's only two of us, so we're automatically pinned. But I also I click on people, so on the side I have all the people.
Right.
And if
so
you click on a person, there's a drop-down menu that lets you pin.
Oh, I see that now.
And so I think when you do that, then that person stays up no matter who's talking.
Well, the more you learn.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to go see if Zoom has that, because I could use that occasionally when they show me stuff during my mediations. Have you been on Zoom enough to know?
I'm on Zoom all the time for Tequila, but I don't remember that. I haven't really looked at that because, yeah.
Nice little feature there.
So thinking about the court in the future, is there a printer in the courtroom? It would be good to have a printer scanner, just because if there's defense attorneys that, I mean, I'm fine with if people email me stuff. I have electronic signature. I can do that and do it that way. But I'm just thinking, I can see times where some people are going to be in court and some people are not, and we might want to print things for people to sign. And
put that down. And we'll talk about that too. Again, the other option, of course, I just make Kim run.
Yeah.
I'm okay with running. I feel like I'm not efficient for you.
But it might be a good idea, because we do have that spare room right behind us. I'm wondering if we can get a printer in there, because we should.
We have one printer for our.
Okay.
But there's hardly any more. All the equipment in there, television,
right?
And it's taken up pretty much the whole.
Yeah, we can figure out space to look for a little printer. Yeah, that can't cost us too much. And again,
we have a desk.
this is something that we could also probably qualify under the CARES relief for, a nice little printer, scanner.
Yeah.
Might be an idea.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick up a serviceable printer scanner for $300, something like that. And it's probably not going to get a whole lot of use, but I can see times where it might be useful.
We can get a smaller one. We can get a little desktop one.
Good.
So Aaron, are you okay with the attorney sitting behind you, behind that screen? I think you're going to be able to do just fine. Okay.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, I think most attorneys are going to want to stay on video as long as possible because, especially the attorneys that have 3 courts to get to.
Yeah, I think a lot of attorneys are loving this.
Oh yeah, Joe Cutter was in court the other day, and I think he had done 4 courts in one morning that were, Gig Harbor to Tukwila.
Oh
you
man,
could never do that.
This is just another possibility. The whole infraction mafia is going to love this.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't think of how much if Mucklestone firm had this much freedom back in the day.
And Silva, he does tons.
All I know is that I never saw Mucklestone in court. I saw one of the many other people doing stuff for them. And of course, they were doing something in another court for the people that were in my court. So.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, it would have been nice to have back in the day. Although, in King County in the Superior Court, they're still doing all their hearings by phone. And I tell you, it is so, it's hard. You can't, especially like if you're doing a domestic violence hearing, there's no observing the witnesses. There's no, it's so hard to get a grasp on. But the other day we did the one with consecutive interpretation on the phone because I had two different dialects of African dialects that we're doing, and it had to be consecutive. They had to go, then they had to go, and then and boy, that one hearing took us like 2.5 hours just to get through the hearing, and that was just
well, when you're just on phone, it's hard to pick up cues like when it's one person's turn to talk or not, and it's just there are many reasons why just phone it's so much worse.
Hard enough on video.
Yeah.
Doing that. Well, with the domestic violence protection order hearing, what you are looking for is that guy staring at the looking at all those little things that you kind of pick up on, because some of these guys, type A, narcissistic, charming males out there that can sell, ice cubes to a Eskimo type things. They're there, and you can't see that on a phone.
Yeah.
But on the and when you see them in person, you can see the different side of them. And so, you can be charming, and you could also be very different on the phone than you can be in person. You can hide a lot on the phone. So that kind of got to me when I did that, because I've done only two proceedings. The first one was a trial by affidavit. I could do that without anybody present.
Right.
So I don't care. But the DV things I'm really nervous about. Yesterday you kind of saw it where in our court where the people are being helped from people at the outside and thinking, oh, we don't know that you're saying, tell them what to say. At Miss Ashley, I guess her name was Ashley Hart. It's like she was being fed everything, and I'm not sure she was completely there. So. All right, Matt's back. Actually, literally, we were seeing your back. You're on mute, Matt.
Yeah, that's just the configuration of this office. I'm sending a plea form right now.
All right. I was going to say that, your voice, I'm sure the words that you used in the first place before you came off mute were better.
I'll never tell.
All right, so we're getting a plea form here. And hopefully SCORE can find their way back. Has SCORE found their way back, Devin? There we are. I see you.
Okay, that was just sent. Elaine, can you hear us? I'm not sure if his mic is muted.
It's Hamrick, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. Mr. Hamrick, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mr. Lane can't hear us now.
Okay. I hope not.
You get it? How come this doesn't? All right. You have to wait till Aaron reviews and signs it anyway, I'm assuming.
Yeah, just take me a minute.
Yeah.
Aaron, this is an Alfred. Can you send him over the police report? I'm sorry. Failed to mention that.
Court should have the probable cause statement. We should be able to use that.
Okay, good.
And I'll check the Alfred box.
Thank you.
I do have the PC statement on which one, though, are we looking at? X20399-119?
Yeah, the pretrial.
Okay.
Yeah, 119. Yes.
Yeah, JNS, please.
It's sent.
Okay, got that. Thank you, Aaron.
All right, Mr. Rustick, you may proceed then.
Okay. Your Honor, this is Eldred Hamrick. Pretrial matter is XZ039919. He also has a tracking review, cause number 9Z00256980. And the cause number ending in 9119, the pretrial matter, Mr. Hamrick will be pleading guilty to the charge of obstructing a law enforcement officer in possession of stolen property, third degree. Upon acceptance of the plea, the city will be dismissing the remaining two charges. Mr. Hamrick understands that by pleading guilty to these or any other charges, he, by definition, waives a number of important constitutional rights, notwithstanding that this is an Alfred plea. Specifically, the right to go to trial, the right to a jury trial, the right to have witnesses testify on his behalf, the right to confront and cross-examine witnesses testifying against him, the right to remain silent at trial and not be compelled to testify against himself or speak in any way, and, of course, his right to appeal finding of guilt after a trial. He is making those waivers knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. Further, Mr. Hamrick is aware that the two charges that he is entering guilty pleas on, each are gross misdemeanors with statutory maximum sentences of 364 days of jail and a $5,000 fine for a potential aggregate liability of 2 years minus 2 days and $10,000 in base fines. He is aware you do have the discretion to impose anything up to that maximum aggregate, irrespective of any joint recommendations of the parties. Further, Mr. Hamrick is a native-born United States citizen. Nonetheless, he's had his Padilla warnings, and he is prepared to go forward with his Alford plea. We have reviewed it in its entirety.
Right, thank you. Mr. Hamrick?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what your attorney just went through, the form that he just went through?
Yes, sir, I did.
And there are very important constitutional rights under number 5. Did you go through those rights?
Yes, he went through everything.
And are you comfortable? Did you understand those rights?
Yeah, I did,
All
sir.
right. Under number 6, there is a recommendation. It is only a recommendation. I can impose the maximum penalty. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Has anyone made any promises or threats to make you sign this form?
No, sir, they haven't.
And are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir, I am.
And it says under number 11, I maintain my innocence. I'm entering my Alford plea to avail myself of a favorable sentence recommendation from the prosecutor. I acknowledge there is a substantial likelihood of a conviction if my case went to trial, and that my Alford plea is a legal equivalent of a guilty plea. Is that a true and correct statement?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. I'll make a finding that the plea of guilty is knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily made.
Thank you. Excuse me.
After reading the police report, I will make the finding that on or about 7/19/2020 in Orting, Washington, the defendant committed the crime of obstructing a law enforcement officer and make that finding of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. I will also make the finding that on the same date in Orting, Washington, that the defendant, Eldred Jonathan Hamrick, was guilty of possession of stolen property, 3rd degree, and make that finding of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Is there anything you'd like to tell me before I proceed to sentencing, sir?
No, sir, I'm just thankful to hopefully get this done and taken care of.
We have a, let's see, evaluation. On the city's motion, I am dismissing the charges of resisting arrest, criminal trespass second degree under XZ 0399119.
Great. You want the badge so you can do the job?
Mr. Hamrick, is there anything you'd like to tell the court before we proceed to sentencing?
I'm just hopeful that I can put this all behind me so I can move on with my life. I have a job that I need to get back to. I just got my job, and hopefully I still have it.
Okay.
I'm trying to better my life and not make it any worse.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. Right, the sentencing is as follows. For the obstruction charge, 364 days in jail, suspend 344 days, a fine of $5,000 with $5,000 suspended. For the possession of stolen property, third degree, 364 days in jail with 364 suspended. Fine of $5,000, $5,000 suspended. Serve a total of 20 days in jail with credit for 15 served. The criminal conviction fee is $43 times 2. Have no criminal law violations. Within 60 days of release from custody, obtain an alcohol and drug evaluation, follow any recommendations. And again, I've dismissed the other 2 charges.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. That concludes this hearing.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too. Well, done before 9:30.
That's good. I got another one of these at 10 a.m. with Lewis County, so give me a little time to prep.
That's a long drive, Matt.
Well, no. It's a Zoom. It's a Zoom. I got to tell you, and I think Aaron could probably share this.